Have you seen my beloved? Akka Mahadevi is on the final phase of her journey. She wants to make the impossible possible. Though without a body consciousness, she does have a body, and that body has its own limitations. It wants to see the formless in some form. That is because it can only perceive forms. It does not understand abstract things. On the path of spirituality, a spiritual seeker often busies himself or herself in various rituals. That comes naturally as a consequence of having a body. Even these social reformers like Allama or Basavanna or even Akka Mahadevi could not come out of these physical ways of wooing God. Albeit they rejected mythological stories about God, overcame the need for temples, need for explicit idols of God, and so on, they still looked upon God as having some form. Allama called that form as Guheshwara, the Lord of the cave. For Basavanna, it was Kudala Sangamadeva, the God who resides at the confluence of two rivers. Akka Mahadevi saw it as Channamallikarjuna, the handsome one who shines and fragrant like the jasmine flower. All these people might have rejected idol worship and the baggage of mythology, but they still worshipped a small polished stone held on top of their stretched palm. They called it Ishtalinga, loving symbol of God. They needed that to interact with God. That shows the limitations of the human mind. It cannot focus on something that has no form. As Akka Mahadevi progresses on her spiritual journey, she realizes this limitation of the human mind. She laments,
Ashtavidharchaneya madi polisuveni ayya.
O my Lord Channamallikarjuna, how do I please you? If I worship you by following various rituals, it is futile since you are beyond all perceptible forms. If I try to meditate on you, I fail there too, since you are beyond words and mind. I try to chant your name, I sing your praises, but even that is futile since you are beyond all sounds. I try to intellectually understand you and experience you, but I fail there too since you are beyond intellect. I try to imagine you within my heart. How can I do that since you are all over? I don't know how to please you. It is better that you yourself be pleased with me.
ಅಷ್ಟವಿಧಾರ್ಚನೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಲಿಸುವೆನೇ ಅಯ್ಯ. ಒಲಿಸುವೆನೇ ಅಯ್ಯ.
So, it was a continuous struggle between what mind says and what the body expects, what the scriptures say and what the mind understands. Akka Mahadevi is on this final stage of her God hunt. She starts moving from place to place, passes through dense forests, meditates in lonely caves. Who can tell her how to find her beloved? In one of the most beautiful poems or vachanas, Akka Mahadevi asks, O animals and trees of the forest, O moon who spreads the soothing light, O songbird who pleases everyone with your sweet voice, I beg all of you, if you people know where my beloved Channamallikarjuna resides, please show me the way to him. O parrots who keep chirping all the time, have you ever seen him anywhere? O swans that swim in the ponds, at least have you seen my Lord? O bees that hover around, have you seen him? O peacocks dancing on the mountain peaks, at least have you seen him? If any of you know where my beloved Channamallikarjuna resides, please tell me where he is. If any time you see him anywhere, please show him to me. I beg all of you.
ಅಳಿಸಂಕುಳವೇ ಮಾಮರನೇ ಅಳಿಸಂಕುಳವೇ ಮಾಮರನೇ ಬೆಳುದಿಂಗಳೇ ಕೋಗಿಲೆಯೇ ಅಳಿಸಂಕುಳವೇ ಮಾಮರನೇ ಬೆಳುದಿಂಗಳೇ ಕೋಗಿಲೆಯೇ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಒಂದಬೇಡುವೆನು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಒಂದಬೇಡುವೆನು ಎನ್ನೊಡೆಯ ಚನ್ನಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ದೇವರ ಕಂಡರೆ ಕರೆದು ತೋರಿರೆ ಅಳಿಸಂಕುಳವೇ ಮಾಮರನೇ. ಚಿಲಿಮಿಲಿ ಎಂದೋದುವ ಗಿಳಿಗಳಿರ ನೀವು ಕಾಣಿರೆ ಸರವರದೊಳಗಾಡುವ ಹಂಸಗಳಿರ
As before, that was the fantastic singer S. Janaki in her melodious and heart-touching voice, well supported by C. Aswath. Akka Mahadevi kept searching for her beloved till her death. Not that she never found him, but she could not find him in the form her body was yearning him to be. But she never gave up her search. Probably she finally found him in that form. Who knows? Nothing is impossible. That is the power of love. Let us move on with another great female saints of India in the next episode.